And welcome, my YouTube people. It's me, Joey Bags. If this is your first time at the channel, what's up? If you've been here before, welcome back. So today's video, I think I'm just gonna sit here and chit chat with you a little bit while I have a replay of a recent race I ran in Forza Motorsport 2023 on the Xbox. So today is Black Friday, November 24th, 2023, and we are on the cusp of Microsoft's deadline of when they are going to cancel, or should I say, when they're going to start blocking unlicensed third-party peripherals from working on the Xbox. For some reason, I keep getting the day mixed up. I keep thinking today's the 25th when it's actually the 24th, and it's supposed to happen the 25th, which is Saturday. So I figured this is probably my last chance to get this going and actually play with the Moza using the resolution. So let's go in to, here we go. And I'm using this. Let's load that. So that way you can take a look. Hopefully the levels are okay. There we go. Let's hide the UI. I am in the green Acura NSX, in case you're wondering. And yeah. So, hopefully it isn't too loud. You know what? Let me adjust these levels so that way it's not too loud for you guys. And I think we should be good to go there. Hopefully now it's not too low. So, as I was saying, we're on the, well, as of this recording right now, it's 11 p.m. on the 24th. So about an hour or so until it clicks over. I don't know. Is the update going to get pushed out midnight Eastern? Will it get pushed out midnight West Coast time? I think that's Pacific time. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that it is coming. When I logged into the Xbox just before I ran, before this race, I had run a race at Spa-Francorchamps, and I came in first place. After I restarted because my son came in and scared the living shit out of me. I was wearing my headphones. As I'm here in my studio, I can't tell who's coming up behind me because the studio door is to the back of me. So I just have somebody here, well, right here in my peripheral, and I didn't notice because I'm all up in the race, and I saw something, I looked over, I had my headphone on, and it scared shit out of me. I went right into the wall, so I had to restart the race. But I did come in first place after the restart. Anyway, so this Watkins Glen race here is the second, and it's probably, well, if I can get another few races in, this will probably be the last races I run using the Moza R5 and the resolution on the Xbox. And that's only because of Microsoft's decision to disable unlicensed third-party hardware, controllers mainly. And I could understand the two-prong attack that they're going along with this. First, they're not getting any money on licensing from these companies that are producing these peripherals, like controllers and USB boxes. They're not. And I mean, as much as it sucks to admit, these companies are for profit. I mean, the whole deal is for them to make money. And licensing software, hardware is a form of revenue. So any of these companies that are producing these unlicensed peripherals and they're not paying for the license, they're taking money out of Microsoft's pocket. And I can understand why they would want to block that. in that regard. The second prong is that you've got companies that produce items like the Zim and the Cronus, which allow you to connect should I say, mouse and keyboard to your console, which I think you can already connect the mouse and keyboard to the Xbox. But it allows you to do that, and it kind of spoofs it to thinking it's a controller. So you've got people that will go ahead and use a mouse and keyboard with its already superior aiming, and yet you can come at me all you want, COD players or whatever. Mouse and keyboard is superior to controller. Done. End of story. There's no going about that. So they exploit it, spoofing it to be a controller, where now the system thinks it's a controller, and they're getting the benefits of the additional aim assist that's allowed to controllers. Keyboard and mouse doesn't need aim assist. So and I'm sure there must be some other exploits, and I guess I can kind of see that. I don't really agree with it, but I'm nobody. I'm a nobody. I'm a YouTuber who now has 166 subs thanks to you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I so appreciate it. You know, that 166 of you, you know, I've earned your sub. Thank you so much. I'm hoping that number just keeps to go up and up and up. I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm bringing you, but I'm really a nobody, so I really have no say in what Microsoft does or doesn't do. But us as consumers, we do have power. If we just decide to stop buying their crap, you know, tweet them, write them, tell them, hey, you know what, I don't think this is a good decision. And until you decide to change your stance on this, I'll cancel my Game Pass Ultimate. I'll stop playing Xbox. If, you know, that's really, if it were such a big thing to me, that's easily what I would tell them, and I would stop. I mean, Call of Duty, after Modern Warfare 2 2023, yeah, I'm just got sick of all the bullshit. I literally stopped playing. I tweeted, who was it, Infinity Ward, or I don't know. I know I tweeted at, you know, Call of Duty. I'm like, look, I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of all. I deleted the game and stopped playing. If enough people just went ahead and stuck by their guns and, you know, said, look, we're not going to do this. We're going to delete the game. We're going to delete our games. We're going to delete our accounts. We're just going to stop playing. And we actually went through with it. These companies would then actually listen to what we have to say and then, you know, side with the consumer. Oh, look. I guess the 6 minutes were up, so we're looping it. Because, yeah, apparently I talk way too much. So, I mean, that's really what we got to do. I can understand why they're doing it. I don't agree with what they're doing, and there's a lot of people that do rely on certain peripherals, like the resolution, you know, that lets them use their peripherals, like the Moza or Simagic or Thrustmaster if you had a G29 and you didn't want to go buy a G920. Like, for sim racing, I can legit understand why a resolution is such a good product. You know, in this niche area, I can understand where it works, and it works well. Does it have quirks? Yes, everything has quirks. Are we getting products that normally would not work with a piece of hardware to now work with it? And is it going to have an inherent problem? Yes. You know, those people that complain, oh, the force feedback doesn't work, or I'm having problems with this game or that game. You know what? If the box wasn't around, you wouldn't be able to do anything. You'd have to play with your controller. So if it's got a little quirk, if it's got a little, you know, issue, fix it, deal with it as best you can, and keep it going. And if it's that deal breaking for you, then just stop playing it and play it somewhere else. You know, if you're an Xbox sim racer and for some reason you have to use a Moza wheelbase, I don't understand why you would. or Simagic, or a Thrustmaster, or a non-Xbox compatible Logitech. Like, if you had a non-compatible wheelbase that you had to use, I guess, but I mean, and yes, I know this is gonna go counterintuitive to everything I've ever spouted off here, but only because Fanatec, I actually looked. They have a ready-to-race bundle, which is a wheelbase, and pedals that is PC and Xbox compatible for $399. It is cheaper than the Moza R5. Hell, it is cheaper than a Logitech G923. I think it's a 923. It's actually in line to be cheaper or just as costly as some of the gear and belt driven systems, and it's a direct drive. Since we're here in the US, I learned we have a warehouse in California, so at least our orders do not, I think they don't get stuck the way the Europeans do, where they have all these issues. We pay our tax and shipping, and that's it. We don't have to pay VAT. We don't have to pay the shipping and VAT and all this other stuff. And we get it from our nice little warehouse in California. So if you're in the US, and yeah, I know this goes completely opposed to everything I've said in some other videos, but I will admit that I was wrong, and once I looked into it, Moza's been around for a long time. I won't take that away from them. Their quality control has slipped. That is the truth, and there's plenty of videos, you know, to prove that it has. But as much product as they sell and ship, there's always bound to be some issues. And to what I read, while the quality control may have slipped a bit, their customer service is still second to none when they get to you, to what I read. I don't have any first-hand knowledge. I'm going by what I read online. Fanatec is on the table, especially their ready-to-run or ready-to-race bundles. They're like, you know what? I'm going to, on my phone, I'm going to go right to Fanatec's website, which I should have here because I've been refreshing because of Black Friday, because I was hoping they were going to have the CSL DD Pro, the PlayStation version, the PlayStation compatible version. Unfortunately, but they have an awesome deal on the DD. So, ready to race. I'm not even going to their Black Friday stuff. Ready to race. They have a, let's go down to the Xbox compatible. I should put it up on screen here, but I don't feel like messing with OBS and some other stuff. Alright, I think I went down too far. Did I go down too far? Yeah, I think I went down too far. Okay, so their most inexpensive, cost-effective bundle. It's the CSL DD 5 Newton meter with a 2-pedal system with the CSL pedals and the McLaren GT3 wheel. Okay, it's a little bit more than the $399 I said. $479. That's probably all blurry. $479. Actually, if you hit up Black Friday, they do have a setup that is $399, but it's PC only. Really, that's the wheel. If you were able to get the Xbox compatible wheel, if you're able to find one secondhand, super inexpensive, then I mean you always have that option. And it's gonna loop again. Let's get this. We'll go to Black Friday. They have the podiums, which I would love to get one of those. They have some wheels. They have The CSL DD racing wheel with the Formula V2 for $479. That in itself is a deal, and that's also because that Formula 2.5X wheel is Xbox compatible. So that is a tremendous deal, because they've got it for they've got that wheel for $199 instead of the $349. Let me click into this bundle and see if it's saying it's Xbox compatible, because if it says it's Xbox compatible, hot damn, this is like the bundle to get description. Officially licensed for Xbox, so it's Xbox compatible. So this right there, it would be like the bundle to get. Get that. It doesn't come with pedals, unfortunately, but it's an awesome wheel. You could add in Elite CSL Elite V2 pedals for $199. Now these are $300 pedals for $199. You can get quite a capable little setup, a good setup, for not a lot of cash, or you can just go ahead and get the bundle that they're ready to race bundle for $479. And Bob's your uncle. So I mean, you've got the option. You've always got the option of PXN, and we all know I love PXN, and I'll rep PXN to the end, but you can't find them. Amazon doesn't have them. I think you might be able to find them on AliExpress, but yeah, no, I wouldn't. Their shipping is like crazy. So guys, this is what I know we kind of went off on a little tangent about what's available, but it kind of is in the vein. If Microsoft decides to, you know, stop compatibility of unlicensed third party, and you really want to use a wheel on your Xbox, you're really limited to licensed, and guess what? Fanatec is licensed. So your options are go Fanatec, really. Good part is Fanatec actually has some rather inexpensive bundles available. You've always got the secondhand market, but you can go ahead and piece together a bundle on Fanatec's website, or you can buy, like I said, the Ready to Race bundle. So you got options, and you're not completely stuck. I'm going to test the PXN base when I get a chance. I'll probably make another video and update you guys with that to see if Microsoft if that way is being blocked. Now, the only reason I don't think it is because when I plugged in the resolution, I got that error code to let you know what's exactly happening. But the PXN does not have that error code, and the reason it doesn't have that error code is because PXN did something kind of ingenious, and they have what looks or seems to be a drive hub built in to their wheelbase, and at the back of it there's a little USB port that says gamepad, and in that USB port for Xbox is where you plug in an Xbox controller, and that goes ahead and bypasses the security of the Xbox to think, hey, I have an Xbox G920 plugged into me, and that's how it works. The little light on the chevron goes green, and everything works as it's an Xbox controller, because it thinks it has a G920 connected, and it's super awesome. It uses that to bypass. The same deal for PlayStation 5, except with PlayStation, they use this N5 dongle that they're now including. This before was only included in the V12 DDS 10 Newton meter wheelbase that is available from Micro Center. In the Amazon bundle that they sell, or were selling, that I got, that came with the desk clamp, pedals, wheelbase, and wheel, and 11-inch wheel, they started including that N5 dongle in the box of the wheelbase. So with that, you plug that in, and your PlayStation 5, and I think the 4, I don't have a 4 so I can't test it, the PlayStation 5 thinks, hey, there's a wireless DualShock controller connected, and you hit the little button, it lets you in, and I have videos, you can go back, you can see all my other videos of me doing it, and I'm controlling the PlayStation 5 through the PXN wheelbase. There is a slight disconnect issue where I noticed it only happens in Gran Turismo 7. I didn't notice it happening in Gran Turismo Sport. It may have, I can't remember. I did not notice it happening in Assetto Corsa Competizione. So I'm thinking that disconnect issue is a problem only in Gran Turismo. If it is only a problem in Gran Turismo, I can deal with it. I'm sure there's something that, either PXN can sort out. PXN, if you're listening, sort it out, please. So your options right now are Fanatec. Now, Fanatec with PS5 is buku bucks. At that point, we're talking almost $800 just for the wheelbase to work with PlayStation. I can't. That pains me. And the fact that I have to pay that so that I can get that wheelbase so I can test it for you guys, it pains me. Actually, segue to, I've started a Patreon for the channel. I'm going to post up exclusive videos for the Patreon, Q&A for the Patreon, and other videos will be up first. Patreon members will have access first, and then, after a set amount of time, I haven't exactly decided, maybe a few days, maybe a week, is when you'll see it on the YouTube channel. I haven't quite worked out the tiers yet. If you guys want to throw your suggestions into the comments below, I'll take your suggestions, mainly because reviewing equipment when you're a nobody is expensive. So whatever I can do to help pay for all this stuff also keeps it super unbiased, because as we all know, all YouTube viewers think that the YouTubers are shills and that we're on the take, or we're being super nice because we want to get more hardware, which I can't even lie and say that there's probably some partial truth to that. I mean, I'm pretty honest about everything I say, but I could be a lot more scathing in some of my reviews. Sometimes it could just be out of spite, but I could understand where some viewers are like, oh, they're just being nice because they want to get sent more hardware, which, I mean, dude, you got to kind of think about this. We do want to get the hardware to review for you guys. Not all of us have endless bank accounts, or not a lot of us have huge channels that are getting, money and ad revenue and whatnot, or sponsors. I don't. So the Patreon is the best thing that I can think of at the moment. So if you guys want to go ahead and support the channel, you can go ahead and sign up. Once I have everything set up, I'll put a post on the channel, with a link to the Patreon to go, and you can support the channel. That'll be great. That'll help, so that way I can source more hardware, since you guys love hardware reviews. Games, yeah, and I know nobody wants to watch me race because I always crash. This is a fluke here. This race here is a fluke. But sorry, but I know you guys love hardware, and for some reason you like listening to me review hardware, and I don't have a problem with that. So I'll go ahead and let's do something, something so I can offset this cost, so I can get more hardware for you guys. Look, I'm doing this for you all. I mean, that's very altruistic of me. I will sacrifice my time and some of my money so that way I can play with really cool sim equipment, so that I can tell you guys what I think, its features, and whether or not I think it's a good buy or not, or whether you should buy it or not, just whether you should support those brands or not. Hell, if any of those brands want to come ahead and support me and, sponsor, I'll take it. But I'm not going to shill for it. So that was the segue into the Patreon speech. But yeah, there's, Fanatec has got the hardware. It's expensive. PXN's got the hardware. It's not too expensive. $519 before taxes, but it's getting hard to find. So hopefully they kick up their production and make some product available for you guys, because I know you guys are loving it. You guys are loving the reviews. I'm getting tons of questions. Everybody like, where is the where? I can't buy it. They're sold out. Listen, I can reach out but so much and tell them, hey, please make some more stuff because people want it. So we're coming up on the 25-minute mark, and I'm sure most of you probably tuned out a while ago. So thank you for whoever stayed to the end. You know what? I'm gonna copy some other YouTubers. So if you watch to the end, in the comments, put in what they used to, what I had some friends would say, Joey Bag of Donuts. If you watch to the end, put Joey Bag of Donuts in the comments so that way I know you watched to the end. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I don't want to beg for you to hit the sub button, but hit the sub button. Hit that like button. Thumbs up this video. Hit that notification bell because it's going to ring at like 2 o'clock in the morning because that's when I go ahead and I load up some videos. But I appreciate all 166 of you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you on the next video. Maybe not tonight. We'll see. If you see me wearing the same shirt, then it was tonight. Alright, guys. Peace out.